Welcome to Bliss Yoga. I'm Summer Yeagley. Today's class is a yoga Pilates fusion designed to target thighs, inner legs, and glutes. This class will leave you feeling strong. You're definitely going to feel the burn. It's become one of my go-tos just because it's so fast and effective. If that sounds good to you, grab a mat and we'll get started.
Slowly make your way into butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Lying down on the back, we bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Once there, slowly start to deepen your breath. Inhale through the nose. Long, slow, open mouth exhale. Follow the breath a few more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring the knees into the chest for Apanasana. Hands on top of the knees, and we just circle the knees side to side. Any movement that feels good on your low back is great here. So maybe the legs start to move independently of each other. Maybe you give yourself a big hug. Let this movement just be guided by a sensation, what feels good in your body. Focusing on what's happening in your low back and your hips. Slowly release the feet down to the mat and the fingertips reach along for the heels. With an inhale, lift up bridge pose. Exhale, lower the hips down. Pulsing the hips as you lift down and up. Little lifts through the hips. We hover the hips about 2 inches off the ground, and then we send the hips high to their highest point, pressing the feet into the ground. Resist the urge to splay the knees outward. Knees continue to point forward over the toes. Holding up in 3, 2, and 1. Keep those hips high. Little pulses with the hips, lift and lift. So just a little micro movement here. Really turning on those glutes. Lift to your highest point each time. Option to slowly begin to lift the heels up off the ground, engaging a little bit higher through those glutes. Imagine yourself lifting out of the upper hamstring, that point between the glute and the hamstring, lifting up towards the sky. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Set those heels back down onto the ground, and then we draw left leg into the chest. Step the foot down, right knee into the chest, extend the leg. From here, keep the hips high, alternating the legs as you draw the leg into the chest. Option to extend the leg, toes up towards the sky. Reset through the hips, lift the hips just a little higher. Draw the leg in, extend, set it down. Draw the leg in, extend, set it down. Last rep here, in, extend, down. Both feet planted on the ground, we're coming back up into bridge lifts. So we lift it all the way up high, pause in the middle, set the hips 2 inches off the ground. Lift all the way up, stop in the middle, on the way down. So you can always imagine this as a ladder. In order to get up to the highest rung, you have to stop in the middle. Before you go all the way down, you stop in the middle again. Every time you lift the hips all the way up to the top, you lift them as high as you can go, pressing into the feet. We have 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. From here, come to lying on your right side. Right hand comes under the head for support. We reach the legs long, left arm in front of you for support. Slowly lift, extend, left leg, coming into kicks. Feet stay flexed here to engage through the muscles of the leg. Every single time you lift to your highest point, staying on your side body the whole time. Hips stacked, shoulders stacked, legs stacked. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You get to relax the whole upper body here, just working the legs. Next exercise, tap toe to the front corner of your mat and tap heel to the back. You can almost think of this rainbow-like shape as you kick the foot up and around to the other side. Every time you kick it up high, and then tap. Rotating the foot to tap heel and then toe. Feeling those glutes turn on. You guys got it. Keep on going. Tap and tap. Let's hold lifted and then just pulse it out. Little bounces through the foot. I know you guys feel this one. Keep it up. Remember that burn that you're experiencing in the glutes is just evidence that you're getting stronger. Breathe through it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Little lifts. We have 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Stay lying on your side. Toes come to touch, and we find clamshell. Open and close the knees. We keep the toes lifted off the ground the whole time, using the inner thighs to draw knees together and then spread it wide. Toes pointed to touch together. Let this movement be slow and intentional, drawing legs apart and together. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Come to lying on your opposite side, bottom hand supporting the head. This time we have right leg kicking up and lowering down, flex through those feet. Think about stacking the body, stacking the hips, the knees, the feet. Every single time you lift, you kick to your highest point. Keep that foot flexed as it engages the entire leg as you move. Use the breath here to stick with it. Open mouth exhales are always welcomed and encouraged. Next exercise, tap heel, tap toe. Back and forth with that rainbow arch motion through the leg. As you tap to lower, we lift it up, extend through center, and then tap the other side. Tap to the front, tap to the back. We're so close. 3, 2, 1. Hold, and then pulse. Top foot is lifted about a foot off of the ground, and we just have that tiny little movement. Keep that foot flexed. I know the burn is so real. I'm right here with you. We got it. Breathe. Focus on the breath to get out of the mind, out of any ideas of how this hurts, how it burns. You guys got it. We're almost there. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice job. So close. Keep it up. Little lifts. We got to even out on the other side. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let that go. Come to lying on your side. Toes lift off. Clamshell shape. We open the knees and then draw them together, working those inner thighs. Open to your max point and then touch to tap. Focus on making this movement slow and steady. Resist gravity as you draw the legs together. Use your strength to open, pulling wide. We have 3, 2, and 1. Release. Slowly press up and then come to lying on your back. Coming into figure 4, place right foot on top of left knee and the hands interlace behind the thigh. Taking a moment here to get a sweet release through those hips. They've worked so hard, the hips, the glutes, the inner thighs. Rest the eyes down and breathe deeply into this tight stretch. Slowly release. And then switch out legs. Left foot on right knee. Draw the legs into the chest. You might choose to find a little movement, maybe rocking the hips side to side, finding a sweet spot. Let the breath be deep and slow here. Breathing into the intensity of the stretch. With an exhale, release. Hands come under the thighs and then we step it right back, downward facing dog. Plant through the hands, gaze to the toes. Spread the fingertips wide and then pedal out through the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through, high crescent lunge. Reach through the fingertips. Exhale, hands through heart center. Hover back knee down, lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale, half split, lift back leg. Step it back, high crescent lunge. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift. Half split. So you guys got it. Keep up here. Move at your own pace. We lunge. We lift, half split. Really working the legs here. If you need blocks or support under the hands, you're welcome to find something like that or books. Every time we kick back, half split, we lift that leg high, activating the glute. Breathe deeply here. Let's hold half split and then just continue to pulse that back leg. Little lifts here. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, Jiva squat. We tap low and squat. Extend, half split, tap Jiva. Extend, Jiva squat. So we're placing that left knee right behind the right calf as we sink the hips down low. Half split. Step it forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Lift the heels, reach the fingertips behind you. Chair pose to drinking bird. Back and forth. Chair, drinking bird. Inhale, chair. Exhale, drinking bird. Float those heels. Keep the hips sunk down low. Inhale, rise, Tadasana. Exhale, swan dive and fold. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. We inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it forward and through, high crescent lunge. Inhale through fingertips. Exhale, lunge, hover back leg. We reach it forward, half split, step back lunge. Then exhale, hands through heart, hover back leg, inhale, reach. Exhale, half splits. You guys got it. Keep moving and grooving at a pace that's comfortable for you. Breathe deeply here. If you speed it up, you get a little bit more cardio here as an option. We have 3, 2, 1. Meet in half splits. We pulse the back leg, little lifts through that back foot. Working the glute, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, Jiva squat to place the right knee behind the left calf as you dip the hips down low. Extend, half split, back to Jiva. You guys got it. Little squats, we're so close. We have 3, 2, and 1. Step it forward, chair pose. Inhale through fingertips, exhale, sink hips back. Weight is in the heels. Shift weight towards toes as you lift back heels, drinking bird. Fingertips float behind you. We go back and forth, chair, drinking bird, airplane arms. Starting to work those glutes, the calves, sink just a little lower and squeeze those inner thighs together. Holding, drinking bird, pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, Tadasana. Step the feet wide, heels out, toes in, and then we exhale down, Malasana. Hands through heart center, elbows into the insides of the knees. Hips are heavy and low. You might even close the eyes, soften the face. Take a couple slow, deep breaths as you slow the heart rate down. Slowly straighten through the legs for wide leg ragdoll. Opposite hand, opposite elbow. Tip your weight towards your toes. You might even find a sway side to side. Take a moment here just to feel good for the effort that you put in today, for showing up to your mat. Let's slowly come down to a seat. Reach for the outsides of the feet, happy baby. Reaching your tailbone and your low back down towards the mat. Drawing the feet in, knees towards the armpit. You might choose to invite in a bit of movement, rocking side to side. Knees together, one big hug. Wrap your arms around your knees and tuck the forehead towards the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let that go and come up to a seat. Bringing hands through heart center, we end our practice with gratitude and centering ourselves, thanking ourselves for showing up to our mats. Gratitude for this beautiful day ahead of us or behind us. Gratitude for this beautiful life that we get to live. I wish you all happiness and health. Thumbs to third eye. From my heart to yours. Namaste.